All right, everyone, we're at our last comic of the night. Let's put our hands together really loud for Faye.
I wore pants that didn't cover my ankles today, like a slut. And boy, if I didn't pay for it, my little ankles were cold, proving that hose do in fact get cold. Thank you. That's it. No. I'm wearing 2 different lengths of sock also, just so that you know I'm neurodivergent. Oh, man. Has anyone been to the post office lately? No? Okay. Well, I was. Not to be crazy. And I was trying to verify something. It's none of your business, really. It's personal. And I was waiting, and I was like, oh, there's stamps on the counter. Cool. So I'm looking, and there's like, okay, cool. We got like some Ramadan stamps, got some wildflowers. There was like some Black History Month stamps. And then there was just Sarah McLachlan stamps. It's like, one of these things is not like the other. What would Sarah McLachlan do? She'd sing in front of children. Man. So I work at a hipster coffee shop. Woo! Yeah! And I work in the kitchen. I make the food. We have this dish called Keeping It Keto, which I'd like to know what it is and why are we keeping it keto? No one's answered me. Someone ordered one yesterday, and I was like, okay, cool. And I went to take it out because they got it to go. So I packed it to go. And I was like, oh, they need a fork because it's like a bowl more than like you can't really pick it up. You could, but it would be messy. I took it out, and so they're like, basically, if they're sitting there, I went behind the counter to get a fork and had to go bend down to get it, and this is their point of view, and this is what happened. And they looked up. We made eye contact. And then I walked over and was like, keeping it keto? I'm like, yeah, thanks. Hey. I also had someone, I forget what they ordered, but I brought it out and I was like, hey, I got food for Kath. And they came up and they're like, oh, is that short for Catherine? She's like, no, it's short for catheter. Oh, it's beautiful. It's your baby. My goodness gracious. I'm going to drink some water and you can't stop me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, this is my impression of David in the painting Creation with God. I'll be here all week. I have eczema or eczema, whichever. I'm not sure. What's the actual pronunciation? Is it eczema? Eczema. Ooh, sounds like a spicy alcohol. Makes you feel clean when you drink it. Alcohol really just cleans all my sins. No, it's a lie. I'm sorry. Ooh. Put that back inside, Faye. That's an inside thought. I got eczema. And in the winter, my hands get... So in the winter, my hands get really, really dry. Some might say drier than a lesbian at Chippendales. Came up with that one last week. Wrote it down immediately. I see the light, which is what my dad said. My dad is dead. I find it hilarious because I personally killed him. And you don't know if I'm kidding. No, the lawyers assured me that, like, just because I tripped over the cord doesn't mean you killed him, you know? But it still feels like it. No, I miss that motherfucker. And before anyone goes saying, like, hey, that's a little disrespectful, that's your father, and you can't call him a motherfucker, this man fucked my mom. By definition, he is a motherfucker. Yeah. So there. On that note, I will finish this off by saying sometimes people ask me, like, Faye, do you ever call your parents, after a show, let them know how it goes? And I'm like, well, I live with my mom, so I don't have to call her. I just, like, kick down the door, and I'm like, hey, Donna, your daughter's hilarious. And I don't mess with Ouija boards, so I can't call my dad. I have been Faye with an E. Thank you so much. Bringing back your host, Andrea.